Good evening. Show 6, Season 3, Courtside. Future guest analyst right here sitting between us. Wants to get a little feel for what's going on. Corey Lingenfelter. He's going to be the man in the future with Randy when this thing all closes. Mike Lingenfelter, Randy Gardner. Show 6. Let's go.
Past week highlights, we had Tuesday night, we had Delta playing New Pal. It was a battle of 14-1, 12-2, and Delta took them down 4.
Delta. We went to one Delta game, they lost. So we're not coming back, Delta. You guys won every single match since we walked away. I think Delta, the night we saw them, they were all over the place. I talked to Heidi Zikraft afterwards. I mean, I think she's figured this thing out. They moved the Hunt kid to the outside. They're starting to do some things different. She's a very good coach, changed things up, and all it does win 14 straight matches. Great team.
Yep. Also on Tuesday night, Lawrence North finally got to the top 10, and they lose that night to Carmel in 5.
Wow. And this match I heard was crazy. Up and down, Lawrence North dominated. Lawrence North struggled. I tell you what, the Matthews kids, one of the top 2 or 3 players in the state. And for them to lose that hurts. But Nick's a great coach, and they'll bring him back. Carmel's talented. We talked about this. I mean, Bostic, Armstrong, Hicks, they may be the best team in the state on the pins.
Yeah.
So, I mean, that doesn't surprise me, but a great match. Great match.
And Wednesday night, the battle of one-loss guys from 2A, Madison Grant and WAP both the top 3 teams in 2A. And WAP handled them before.
Well, I tell you what, if WAP is number 1 in 2A, which they are, Madison Grant's maybe top 2 or 3.
Yeah.
Bob Holloway's teams are always good. And, WAP, great conversation with Jared Richardson. The strength in his schedule is coming. They just haven't had a chance to play anybody. People are down. I mean, when you create a schedule, you never know who's good, who's not from year to year. And WAP's got a lot of people on a down year, but WAP is really good. I watched them last night at Southwood with you, and they hammered Southwood. And they're very, very good.
Watch out for that bug.
They're really, this is an outdoor show. First outdoor show since the Central Park show.
Yeah.
Which you were there, weren't you? Were you there for that show?
No. We were there for the car ride show.
Oh, you were there for the car ride show. That's true. Car ride show, but WAP is really, really good. As physical as a 4A, and maybe as technically good as anybody in the state. I love that team, but they beat up Madison Grant, and they should have. But I tell you, Bob Holloway's team, top 2 or 3 teams in that, and they'll be heard from. They will be.
I made a rundown of 3 other games on Thursdays. We had Fishers and Brownsburg, and Fishers pulled out in 5 over Brownsburg.
Hernandez versus Brown. That's a great showdown. 2 great players.
Thursday night with Cathedral Avon. Cathedral takes down Avon 4. It seemed like Nia Robinson with 32 kills, 34 kills. Blow it up.
Well, I tell you what, to do it against that team, I'm telling you, I said it all year long. Eastridge, and is it the Johnson kid?
Yeah.
The best block in Indiana. For Robinson to do that against those guys tells you Robinson's the best player in the state of Indiana. She's your Gatorade player of the year, by far.
And then your last game, we had Columbus East, New Albany. We thought it'd be a good game, and New Albany pulls it out in 5.
I'm sure Breeden had his flip-flops on, and maybe that's what Bernard needs to do. But I tell you what, these 2 teams will see each other again.
Yeah.
And I love both those teams, but I'm partial. Western may be the most unsung middle in the state, and so in the year if they can get some ball handling things figured out, that team's on fire.
Yep.
Great match.
Raymond James, Player of the Week. We went with good old Megan Carr, or Megan Miller. Put them all together these days. Coached them both. The junior in Alexandria, she had 18 aces in 2 matches this weekend. Blew it up, 9 apiece in each of those. 31 kills, 33 digs. Really played pretty well.
18 aces. Who did what?
They played a couple of schools. They were in a tournament, so there's a couple of small schools.
This kid's got a nice toppy. I'm
Yeah.
telling you, if you haven't been out to watch Megan Miller is a lot of fun to watch. But she bombs the toppy. Other than Johnny Parker, maybe the best toppy I've seen in the last 5 years.
Yeah.
This kid rips it. So, congrats, Megs.
Yep.
I mean, she's going to have to serve a lot of those aces.
Especially they got WAP this week, so that'll be another good game.
Alec and Watt.
Yep. So.
Miller will be on top of it. Then here's the key. Jared, be ready for that key. 'Cause this chick will rip. She'll grip it and rip it. She's a great player. Congrats, Megs.
We're talking about the 5 guys, our new sponsor. This week we went with our top 5 senior right sides. First one you want to hit on?
The 5 guys. Cody, what's that little dog you like, big fella?
Oh, the bacon hot dog?
5 guys sponsors us. My boy got a bacon hot dog this week. So
It's
He's
so
a-
good.
he's big on it. Top 5 guy, top 5 right sides in the state. This is tough, man, but Natalie Ravenel, I love her.
Butler.
Black Knight is as good a player as there is in the state of Indiana. And I tell you what, she is, she spent, a year and a half injured.
Yep.
A crazy shoulder thing. And the Butler guys, I know, Shannon, you guys are getting a little edgy. This kid is the real deal. This kid puts clamps on people blocking wise like no one I've ever seen. But I tell you what, for a year and a half, I watched this kid hit opposite handed. And she competed. She'd have been in my top 5 as a lefty. I mean, this kid is special. Natalie Ravenel is in that top 5. She's a beautiful player. Butler's going to really love her.
Yeah.
She's got to get healthy, but she's a pride of Westfield.
All right, next on the list.
Alyssa Kronowski, I tell you, going to Illinois.
Not bad.
Yeah, going to Illinois and Kronowski at Munster is good.
Yeah. Brett Bloodbowl's got him at 93 overall.
That's low. That's low. But I will tell you, Illinois is not low. This kid is. I've had 2 straight Illinois kids coming through. Beth Prince, Jackie Quaid, and Alyssa. You're just as good as those guys. You're going to have a great career. Kevin Hambley, one of the top 5 coaches in the country.
Yep.
So
And
good.
next on the list.
Madison Munger, Franklin Central. Bomber, high flyer. We couldn't find out where she's going.
Yeah, I didn't see anything, but she's played on Circle City's once team. She's down at Indy. She did the Indy Elite stuff, some other teams. So
Madison, if you got a scholarship, please tell us. We'll announce it. I tell you what, if you don't, then we got to talk because that kid deserves one. She's a bomber.
all right, next on the list, we just talked a little bit about her.
I love her. I love her. Hicks, I tell you what, she's always been off the radar. Don August, greatest coach in the Illinois-Chicago Circle history. I tell you right now, Hicks could be the greatest player in Illinois-Chicago. I mean, no circle anymore. We don't call it circle, but I tell you what, Hicks, right side hitter, Carmel, bomber, great player.
Yep. Last on the list here.
Maybe my favorite. I really like this kid. Gonna go play for Travis Hudson again. All of a sudden, this show is sponsored by Western Kentucky. I mean, this is WKU show. I mean, Caitlin Jackson, the fastest arm in Indiana. By far. I don't know what she's doing with the one. She's probably hitting on the left, but I tell you what, on the right side of the court, the fastest arm in the state of Indiana by far. By far.
I think she was state champion in like the 100 meter or 200 meter.
It's craziness. It's like her and Eisenberg and all these guys. Ravenel, crazy track guys. The Jackson kid's an incredible athlete, but by far the fastest arm I've seen this year.
Yep.
And going to Western, so congrats again, Travis. Kayla, if you watch this, tell Travis to watch the show. Cat gets too much free pop.
Yep.
But congrats to the top 5.
All right, and then we usually go with the 5 young guys. Got some juniors, got some freshmen.
There's 100 young guys.
Yeah.
There's a lot of good right sides. Mal Hernandez at Fisher's, trying to figure out what she wants to do in life. Got offers from everybody, Mal. You're going to go to the prom, just pick a date. Holly Eastridge, I love.
Stud freshman.
She's my favorite freshman right side, just pure right side hitter. She's a sophomore.
Sophomore.
Stud. This kid bombs it, forms one of the great blocking combos in the state.
Yep.
Yilik at Crown Point going to Virginia Tech. Next, Michael Vick. I like this kid. Leah Daniels.
Just committed. Elon.
Yep.
Just tonight.
That's a great commit. That's a great get for Elon.
Yeah, it is. We watched her the other night. She was stud.
Man. Wow. Leah Daniels, congrats. That's a great commit for Elon. Wow. She was really good. I watched them play against Noblesville, and Noblesville maybe. You think they're the most improved team in the state? Corey? I think they're pretty darn good. But Zionsville, just a little bit better. Lexia Malvadar blowing it up. What a great group. That Noblesville group, great little bro. We got to talk about her in a couple of weeks. But I tell you what, Leah Daniels is the difference maker the other night.
And the freshman finished up the list.
Molly Hunt, who just moved to the left side.
Yeah.
Molly Hunt's going to be a game breaker. This kid will be, this year in the club season, Molly Hunt, I believe, I'll tell you right now, will be the biggest shock. I think people are going to be surprised by her. I think she'll probably move to the left, but Molly Hunt will be the biggest game changer in club volleyball. But at Delta, yeah, she's killing it. She's going to be a great player. What a great group. We could throw 1,000 guys into this. The Heastic kid shocked me at Yorktown. I mean, everywhere I go, there's a great right side. And that's where the state's changing. But, Hernandez, Eastridge, Yilich, Daniels, Hunt. Congrats.
Yep. No doubt.
Congrats. Great group of kids.
Games of the week, we'll finish with the Saturday. Two really good things. Those both are probably games of the week in reality. But Tuesday night, we got Center Grove tends to take down everybody that's good.
Center Grove does?
Yeah, they've really had a good year. I mean, they're record-wise, 11 wins, 7 losses, but I feel like a lot of those are big-time wins for those guys. They're playing Lawrence North at Lawrence North on Tuesday.
Keep going, big fella. I'm kind of busy right now. Go ahead.
Then Thursday, we got New Pal and Newcastle. Newcastle really improving, 18-4. We watched them early in the year when they played Delta and slid out of there, but last week went at 5 with HSC. And
I'm still really busy. Hang on. This is my life lately, folks.
Who are you calling?
What's that?
Oh my god.
Hang on. This is our life lately. Josh, would you agree with this?
Yeah.
Who's?
You can answer this.
I am.
Hi.
Hi.
This is our life with Randy Gardner lately.
It's Inception.
Randy Gardner has become the king of FaceTime. So all we do is FaceTime anymore. Have you noticed in the last couple of weeks? Sorry, guys.
I turned mine down so that yours will.
Okay. Have you noticed the last couple of weeks? Go back and look at the last 3 weeks. Randy Gardner. I'm going to hang up on you, Kai.
Okay.
Randy Gardner yawns more in the last 3 episodes of this show than in the first 3 years. Here's my problem, Melissa Paul. The hour time difference is killing my boy. He's staying up too late. Don't you agree, Josh?
Way too late.
But we love you, Melissa.
Yeah, but his girlfriend, folks. I know you're still wondering if he's got the girlfriend still
She's
going.
not inflatable.
It's not inflatable. I like that. A little rude, but I like
I'm
it.
just kidding.
But Randy is yawned uncontrollably the last 3 weeks. It's his late time FaceTimes. Alabama's an hour difference. Yes?
Yeah, but I haven't yawned today.
Not today. But he has been yawning like crazy. Melissa, we love you. Fans out there, Rando is still cranking and banking with the girlfriend. For those that are wondering, Randy's 30th birthday party this Saturday. You're all invited. You're all invited. We'll definitely put the address up online. So go ahead, Randy. I'm sorry. I had to FaceTime.
Which game would you like me to get to? The Thursday Avon Fishers game?
Sure.
Avon heading to Fishers. What do you got? Anything to add to that?
Oh, I tell you what, I love that. I'm telling you, I've said it the whole year long with Scott, and he knows it. He's got the best 2 rotations in the state. He's got a collegiate rotation with the Johnson kid and the Eastridge kid. He's got to figure out the other 4.
Yep.
Fishers, Hernandez, stud.
Catching that wetness.
Stud.
On Saturday, we got the game of the week we're going to get to. Really, both of these are game of the week. We'll pick these guys or talk a little bit about them. Saturday invite, Cathedral. Still haven't figured out exactly who's there, trying to figure that out. I know we got the Cathedrals, the Newcastle, New Albany comes up, Avon. It's always loaded, and it should be another.
You know, that Newcastle team is really good.
Yep.
Their 2 stars are stars. Shaftmaster's killing people. Just too big.
Yep.
And Avery Powell just works too hard. They're going to be in it. Cathedral's obviously in it. Perry Murray and Katie Bird. The Bird kid is a stud.
Yep.
Bird is as good as anybody in the country.
Yep.
And people don't realize it. Perry Murray. But I tell you what, that kid. All right, man. I tell you, the year could be the best player in the country if she does what she's got to do to get to the next level. I don't even know who's on the other side. Who cares? And on that side, you got Cathedral, Newcastle, and Perry Meridian. The other side has got to be unbelievable.
Yep.
Gene Kester's in Dodge is no one. Great tournament.
Yep.
Great
Okay.
tournament.
We'll go ahead and pick this game. We haven't talked about them all year. Sacred Hearts. We hosting the Carmel Greyhounds.
Is Paige Hammond's in the game
Yeah.
against Bonnie Bostic,
My Boston.
Mo Armstrong, Hicks, Seaman, Orvad. Woo! That's the game we're picking?
That's the game of the week. We'll pick one this week. That's it.
My daughter would kill me because she was born in Kentucky. I was born and raised in Kentucky. We claim Kentucky. Tried and true bluegrass. My daughter and I are going to Sacred Heart. True? Yep, we're going to Sacred Heart.
I'm going with it.
Sacred Heart, incredibly good team.
Paige
Bonnie
Hammond.
Boston. Oh my God,
Those
Paige
guys
Hammond's crazy good, crazy shoes.
The crazy shoe is the first time you ever see her. You think,
Nah,
that's
crazy
kid can't
shoes,
play.
crazy shoes.
Then she jumps and it's a ball and you're like, all right, this kid's legit.
You agree with that, big fella?
Good call.
It's mine.
Good call.
We're going to go Sacred Heart over Carmel, even though I love Bonnie Boston. Most improved player in the state. Mo, the gang, I just don't know. You're going to have to play out of your minds to beat those guys. I go Sacred Heart.
All right. We'll go ahead and get into the top 10. Gear Munciana. We'll talk about some honorable mentions down there. I'm going to go ahead and hit on them a little bit. A couple of them are off to unbelievable starts.
Oh my God. I mean,
10,
you look
15
at
to
it.
1.
Look at these numbers. What do you see? Corey, do you see these? Newcastle, Honorable mention, Newcastle.
Yep.
I'm telling you, early in the season, I thought, no way. The only loss Delta has all year long, albeit a quirky officiating.
Yep. Two of their 4 losses are HSC. One of their losses is Assumption. And I couldn't tell you who the 4th one is. They
Newcastle.
took down Mount Vernon last week.
Mount Vernon, great team. Great coach team. Pike, Terre Haute South. Warren Central.
Fighting Cellos.
Markello. Killing it, Markello. Newcastle's honorable mention. Munster. I like that team.
Yep.
You're going to hear about these guys late. These guys are going to be good late in the year.
Yep.
Don't prove me wrong. Leo.
Mac Daddy and the
Girl
crew.
Mac Daddy and the crew. Delta. I tell you, I think Venata is going to be back.
I hope.
No, I think she is going to be. I think if Venata gets back, this team is a gun. Is a great leader. Stint's got to get her shoulder healthy. Hunt on the left.
Bria could get interesting.
Macy on the these guys could be good, man. Delta, man, they're the most dangerous team in our area. If they can get it all going in the right direction, and Heidi, I think Heidi can do it. Could be interesting. And then Penn beats South Bend Clay. Clinton Prairie, the most. Here's what bothers me about volleyball in this state. Everybody knows Muncie Central. Everybody knows Marion. Everybody knows Milan. One of the most famous high school teams in the state ever. Connie Garrett, Clinton Prairie. Clinton Prairie was absolutely the gold standard for 15 years. Connie Garrett, one of the legends. Her face would be up on the with
Was
Steve
she there when you were
Shonda.
coaching?
Yep.
What? Because I remember going.
She was when
watching
I was
it.
recruiting for the University of Cincinnati. Connie Garrett would be on the Mount Rushmore with Steve, Connie Garrett, Jean, and I cannot remember the lady from Boondogg right off the top of my head.
Oh, I didn't know that. She was there forever.
Oh, phenomenal. My Mount Rushmore. But Penn beats all these guys this week. Beats Lafayette, Central Catholic. I mean, Penn's good. Penn, like I said, the North, send us a schedule. We'll come up. I mean, we got to see these guys. There's some good volleyball between Penn and Munster and Crown Point. They're killing it. Don't you agree, big fella?
Yeah.
I like that. I think you're speaking now.
There you go. All right, number 10 moved from number 7 last week. Little drop.
Columbus East.
He's out of here.
Columbus East. State Superstars group. They lost to New Albany. At first, everybody thinks it's a tough loss, but my boy Breeden, flip-flops and all, is putting together a great year. That is not a bad loss. New Albany is a real deal.
Yeah.
Real deal. Columbus East, my number 10.
Yep. Number 9, not ranked last week. You just hit on 6 wins last week, and now up to 18-2.
18-2. John Breeden, flipping it up. The Jimmy Buffett of Indiana High School volleyball. Number 9 beat Floyd Central, beats Jasper. Jeffersonville, not once,
What's what?
but twice. Columbus East, Columbus North. Took down all of Columbus, for God's sakes. That's ridiculous. Johnny Breeden, number 9.
Welcome to the top 10.
For the first time
First
ever.
time ever.
New Albany.
All right, number 8, dropping down 2 spots. Only played once last week.
Lost to Cathedral. Shame. Scotty McQueen's Avon group, still in the hunt, going 5. They're going to be there in the end.
Yep.
Scotty McQueen always shows up at the end of the year.
No doubt. Number 7, up a couple spots this week.
The highest ranking ever for a 2A squad, I think.
Takes down the Fighting Pinnacles last night.
No, they crushed, man. And, they should have. Wapahami is really, really good. I talked to Jared Richardson last night. He wasn't real thrilled about my my thoughts on their schedule, and then they haven't played anybody. They played one good team, Yorktown, but maybe it's coming.
But
They got potential. They got potential to play Providence, Tate's Creek.
they'll definitely have a harder schedule than the University of Houston in football.
Yes, yes. I really don't want to talk about football. It's been really. God, I tell you what, Bert. Oh man, I tell you what, tough week. Here's when you know it's a bad week. Notre Dame loses, the Bengals lose, and more importantly, the Cowboys win.
Guess who's just got injured? Sam Bradford. Good old Vikes.
Football is done for me. It's over. Notre Dame's lost twice. I'm done. Wapahani is my holdout. I'm hanging on to them. Beat Southwood, Randolph Southern, Madison Grant, Union. No one. Yep. But I will tell you, they can compete. These cats last night were really good. Spence is good. Scholar Man Miller is really good. Stella David, I know. You go to school with her sister.
And I know.
I know, Biggs. I know. I love this WAP team. 7th best team in the state of Indiana, WAP
Number 6, Wade and the crew moving up.
I finally got a chance to see him. I tell you what, maybe Gerard orchestrated as good an offense as anybody I've seen in the state. Nathan Carp may have been as good a pro as I've seen all year long. Eisenbarger's all world.
The Daniels kid too.
Oh, Daniels is underrated. Really underrated. But I tell you what, I love this team. This team's 6th, the highest they've ever been. And they deserve to be there.
Number 5, staying where they were last week.
Crown Point beating up the North. Beat Michigan City and beat Maryville. I like Crown Point. They're in a hunt. They're going to be dangerous all year long. Too big, too physical.
HFC is 4, right?
No Hughes. This is the quote of the week. No Hughes, no Kirsch, no problem.
Keep moving.
Hughes is out for a couple more weeks. Kirschmer's out for a couple more weeks. And all Jason Young does is win, baby. I think they made a song about that.
DJ Cali.
DJ Kelly, win. 20-2. And HSE rolling. Dangerous. If they ever get everybody together at the same time, dangerous.
All right. Number 3.
Top 3 are going to be a shocker. Just going to shock the hell out of people. It's been this way for a while. Number 3 is Cathedral. I'm not going to move them up, not going to move them down. Beat Lawrence Central, beat Avon. I do believe they get the best player in the state of Indiana on the team. I think Nia Robinson is going to be incredible. I think she's going to shock people by the time it's all over. A phenomenal player, hungry, internally driven. Just gets it. Peyton White, Shore. These guys, they just got to get 2 more hitters in line. But Cathedral, number 3.
Yep. All right. Number 2.
Yorktown. Collymur's back. And I will tell you, they make less errors than anybody in the state of Indiana. Murr out for a little bit with a little mono, and I don't know. I tell you, Knuckles, Murr, Neal, Rosenthal. This team is really good. You know, we talked about the best right size. Like I said, I'm not sure Tegan Hastings is not in that group at some point. Great group, great coach. I can't wait to the end of the year. But number 2, Yorktown.
And number 1.
Providence. I told you I wasn't surprised at the start of the year at Providence if they wouldn't be the best team in the state of Indiana. You know, when you got Lips running the show and Hornig and the rest of the group, that is a really good group. Best fan base. maybe he's a good coach, or maybe the best coach. Cherry Creek is really good.
Yep.
Beat Clarksville, Floyd Central, Providence 18-3.
Still rolling.
In my mind, the best team right now in the state of Indiana. And we'll never know because we've become a multi-class state. But right now, in my book, Providence is the best team in the state of Indiana.
And a couple things I found out: prep volleyball had HSC, Yorktown, Crown Point all in that 40 to 49 range. Providence, and Munster 72nd and 93rd. Prep volleyball though, or
Providence
max
72.
Yes, low. He didn't give any love.
Johnny Tom, we got to talk
They were a
about
bubble team heading into the year.
Johnny T. We got to talk. Providence is really good.
And then you go to Max Preps. Max Preps got a little bit better at this. Yorktown 18, HSC 23rd, Crown Point 25th, Providence 28th, Cathedral 32nd, Delta 44th. Moving up fast, and then Avon 72.
A little better. I think this is unequivocal bull crap, and that's me being on my best behavior tonight. Providence 28, Cathedral 32.
Like I said, Mac, if you look at it, prep volleyball, not ranked Cathedral in the top 100.
That's BS.
It is.
That's BS.
That's why I threw it in there.
I just don't know how we can say that. That's Max Preps.
Yep.
Best state in the union right now in my mind is probably Indiana. Providence be 28-32, but behind three different teams. Hamilton Southeastern not in the top 20. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know. Good week of volleyball. Good week to come. You know, the bottom line is, this is what I think about Max Preps. This is what I think about prep volleyball right now. Best state in the union right here. FaceTime. You gonna go to FaceTime right now?
Be careful.
Nah. I gotta put it all together in the show.
All right.
Oh my God.
We're burning off the horrible rankings of everybody else. God love Indiana. God love all the teams in the state. Providence #1. How in the hell can Cathedral be 32nd? Prep volleyball, John
Drop the
Tawa. Good night.
Oh, it's just.